you've also been highly influential in pioneering not only just prices of songs, if you will, or prices of music, if there is one, theoretically, if you want to put one on, but you also pioneered a movement, the straight edge movement, and it's still going on after all these years. How do you still feel about that, being the figurehead of this, and still people are coming out and still praising you for what you've done, and how many lives you've changed because of it, not only just through your music but through your words and actions.
How do you define pioneer?
Well, I think it really, in my opinion, I believe that you started it. You started the straight edge, or at least made it much more popular.
Well, here's my response to that. First off, sobriety.
Okay.
It predated partying.
Right. That's true. Yeah.
It's actually, people refer to straight edge as a lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
I don't consider myself straight edge. I've always been straight. Straight edge is the name of a song that I wrote.
Okay.
I'm not a part of the movement. I've never been really. I mean, I wrote a song.
Right.
Talking about my own life, and then other people, it resonated with them, and then some people thought like, this is an idea that should be advocated. We
right.
push this, and that was not me though, because it would be, if you think about it, it's antithetical to a sort of a statement of a celebration of an individual's right to live his or her life the way they want to. It would be antithetical to then turn around and say, this is the way you should be living.
Right.
Right. In other words, I think that people perceive me as a fundamentalist who is always, running around telling people how to live. That's just not the case.
Right. Okay.
So the movement was never something I was interested in because it was essentially dictating behavior, and that's not me. I don't do that. But just to speak about the idea of, if this is using the term straight edge, and
mm-hmm.
let's just refer to people. Often I've heard people say like, so do you still live the straight edge lifestyle? Are you doing the straight edge lifestyle? Or that sort of thing. Well, I have to say, it's not a fucking life. If it's anything, it's not a lifestyle. It's life.
Right. It's your life.
I checked. No, think about it. Like, as far as I can tell, there's 3, 4, maybe 4, like, necessary components to life. 1, water. 2, air. 3, food. 4, procreation.
Right.
That's it, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, those are the fundamentals. Like, you got to have those. So, if anything, the idea that I ever had in my life, all I've ever tried to do is live a simple life. And I felt that the emphasis and the energy the emphasis on and the energy spent on getting high or getting low or getting down or getting up or getting out or getting in or whatever, that kind of checkout stuff just seemed insane to me. I want to be awake and alive every day simply. So if straight edge is anything, or if being straight is anything, it's life. It's the party that's the lifestyle. Do you follow?
I like it. Yeah. No, I definitely see where you're going with it.
A bunch of lifestyle. I'm not. When people use that as if, and the people who talk about straight edge lifestyle, people who call themselves straight edge and refer to it as a lifestyle, it's something they're talking about, something you can buy.
Okay. Yeah, I'm following you. Okay.
Because everybody already owns it. It's them. They are it. They have to decide how they want to distract themselves from it. But really, we all are that. I mean, really, when you think about it, everybody is straight under their party somewhere.
It's what you choose
to
put in.
I mean, to answer your question, how do I feel about it? I think, I wrote a song. Music. Well, let me say this: music kicked my ass. I intend to return the favor.
Okay, that's awesome.
So, for me, the music that really changed me was I listened to music, I listened to words, and I thought, there's musicians in the world, not any one genre, but these people who clearly are driven, they don't have a choice in the matter, and they're just being honest and saying things, and it really was hitting me. And I thought, that's what I want to do. I want to just speak my mind, sing about my life, and protest. I want to protest the world things in the world that I think are unhealthy. And by singing that, I think it did resonate, and it was very interesting that again, certainly not like the sobriety movement started in 1980.
Right.
But I think that what I did was I wrote a song that resonate with people who are like, yeah, I don't really want to do all this stupid shit, but everybody else does it, so I guess I have to. So when I wrote this song, I think people were like, well, damn. Yeah,
Someone saying it.
maybe part of being a punk rocker is rejecting this fucking bullshit. And of course it is. That's what punk rock is. It's a rejection of the sort of the bullshit that society foists on us. So I think that this idea of when I wrote that, I think a lot of people were like, yeah, fuck the party. Like, we want to be here. And since then, it's a phenomenon that is, it's kind of it blows my mind.
Right.
I actually have anything. I don't stoke the fires, but it keeps on burning.
Right.
But it's not like it's not like I have like board meetings where people check in, tell me how many people are straight edge. I don't pay any attention to it. I got work.
You just let it happen.
I'm making music. I'm collaborating with people. I'm making records. I'm documenting things that I think are important. I'm alive. I'm just living, and I don't ever stop and look behind me. I just go forward.
Good. That's awesome. That's a great way. That's a great way to look at things. You have I know you have a baby at home. And I'm sure this is what you're going to want to bestow on your child. I
would want to bestow it on everybody.
That's true. Yeah.
And I also think that the other thing I want to say that. Just on the subject, I have no regrets, and I stand behind every lyric I ever wrote.
Because that was what I was just about to ask next. Is there anything that you've regretted?
No, I don't regret a damn thing. I mean, not in terms of music.
Right.
I had a friend. A friend was visiting with his 4-year-old daughter, and we were having a good time playing, and I said, I took her on a little ride I have a longboard.
Mm-hmm.
We crashed and she got hurt. I regret that. That is a regret of mine, because really, as somebody who was 38 or 39 years old, I had no business putting a 4-year-old on a skateboard with me.
Mm-hmm.
That's a regret. That was not a good move. However, I have no regrets about anything else. There are certainly things I can think about now and think, wow, I understand why that was. Contextually, if I look back on things, I'm like, well, probably would have been better if I hadn't done that. But regret, I don't feel it's a regret, because, if you're going up a flight of stairs, you turn around. Every step, even the cracked ones, brought you to where you are.